Um, Good afternoon. I think is it afternoon yet? I'm not sure, but almost midday. It's me, Kanya, again. I did say I was gonna come back with another video while still in hospital. I'm still here. The op went well, but I don't want us to discuss the op right now. There's khona nje into etya umzi wena, into edla umzi endifilisha into yoba right now, that's what I want us to talk about. I still have a lot to share regarding the op itself, and brace yourselves. I think it's quite funny, and yeah, there's a few details I want to share with you. Because remember, I did say we are going to have a follow-up, like we're going to have follow-up videos in terms of, now from my own experience, having had the op, we understand. I'll be talking from, a point of view of having experienced, hysterectomy as a spiritual person. But today, right now, we are not talking about that. Just watch out for the video that will be dealing, because do watch out for that video. Lavuka idlozi etafleni etheater. Lama ngenyawo. Uyayiva ke ngoku? So come back and but right now we're not talking about that. Right now what we're talking about, for fear of missing out, uyayazi Phamotse, you understand? I'm still here in hospital, and as you would know, it's COVID, ne? No visitors allowed. There's not much to do in the hospital. It's a public hospital, so there's also no entertainment. We have TV screens, but I'm made to understand, there's technical problems. So our only form of entertainment right now is social media. So yeah, as I've been, recovering from the op, which was on Monday. What day is it today? Thursday. I see someone going viral on social media. Well, she's a well-known somebody. I'm an unknown, which really does not matter. I want us to talk about Jackie Phamotse. Not talk about her. Talk about what she has had to share. You understand? Recently, regarding cults, regarding I think she's using that accident, Ginimbi, that guy who is called a billionaire from Zimbabwe. I don't understand how you can be a billionaire in Zimbabwe at this time, but apparently he was a billionaire and he had an accident, a very freaky accident. 4 people died in the accident. I think it's a Rolls Royce that he was driving. And, people like Jackie seem to think that ukuthwala, we understand. So I think these videos going viral, stem from that. We understand the girls that died in that accident, because they are following blessers, they sold their souls. We understand. Lando ye cults wethu. We understand. I don't have a problem with that, and I like the fact that she is. I commend her sharing. Parts of the information she's sharing are quite true. We understand these are things that have been happening for centuries. Kudala abantu bathwala, okhokho bethu babethwala bethunana. Ayonto intsha. Kwakuthwala kudala, people would thwala to have more cattle than anybody else in the village. We understand. It's not something new. But I think it's on the rise now. We understand, because people just don't want to work hard. We understand, they want the easy life. it's true what she's saying, Uti. Most of the people that are in danger are young girls, we understand, who watch, the life of slay queens on social media, on TV. Slay queens whom we don't know how they make their money because, as she correctly puts it, it's a very, the economy right now is, going down, and there are no endorsements, people are not getting gigs, but people are still living the good life, we understand. Um, well, she feels she has the right to assume how people make their money. I don't have that right. I don't feel like I have that right. Um, but then, young girls see, men who seem to have money, and, they want to, be associated with such men, not knowing ukuthi there's actually a very dangerous underworld out there. We understand? It's like selling your soul, basically. Like I was saying, I see nothing wrong with the information she's sharing. We understand. It's most of it is true. We understand, but I feel ukuthi her research is quite mediocre. She rushed into it. Maybe because she wanted to post the video quickly, wanted to be the first one out there going viral. Maybe she's pushing her books, you understand? For whatever reason, I think she was irresponsible to some degree, because I feel act as a Sangoma, I feel wronged as a Sangoma, to be put in the same basket as, people who practice cult. Ne? I think her first point of departure should have been to research what a Sangoma is, or what a Sangoma does. To assume, because she even goes on to say, the number of, people becoming Sangomas is on the rise, and it's quite evident now. Why? Because, there are a lot of people that now want to practice, cult, culture, and, be part of the underworld, almost as if Sangomas are here for that. I think that is misinterpretation. It is irresponsible of her. A Sangoma is someone who has a calling. A Sangoma is someone who will go through training. There's initiation school that you go to. You don't just become a Sangoma. You understand? Even worse with us, Amaxhosa, I see where maybe the confusion is. For example, Amazulu, Inyanga and Sangoma are usually, the two words will be, used interchangeably. Thina Amaxhosa, igqirha ligqirha, iqhwele liqhwele. Iqhwele being inyanga. Iqhwele ngumuntu ongathwasanga or prescriber amayeza esintu. We understand? Igqirha ngumuntu othwasileyo. Uyandiva ke ngoku? Who prescribes amayeza and also abe custodian of traditions and customs. Now, isangoma or igqirha is a traditional healer. Mark the word healer. You can't be called a healer and then in the same sentence you are also associated with the underworld. Why assume that traditional healers, practice, cult, bayathwalisa? Ukuthwala is not done by amagqirha or izangoma. There are people who specialize in doing that. Not people like us. I can't think of any initiation school where you can go to learn how to thwalisa abantu. That thing is something, not that it does not exist. It's been there for years, like I said before. Kudala kwathwalwa, we understand. Ayonto intsha. Ayiqali ngoku. So for her to say number of people becoming sangomas is on the rise because ngoku abantu kufuneka bethwele. Jackie, sis, ngathi khawusuke kuloo ndawo inethonsi uzawuba manzi because ngoku uspeyinta kakubi. You are painting us in a very bad light. You understand? There's nothing wrong with pushing your books and pushing your own agenda, but not at the expense of, people's practices and professions and beliefs. We understand? Because now to say, because where you start by saying, these girls they go to sangomas for cleansings after they've had abortions and miscarriages. We understand? I don't understand where that enters in the first place. Because traditionally, yes, when you've had an abortion or when you've had a miscarriage, it's more like ukubhujelwa ngokwesiXhosa okanye ngokwesintu ubhujelwe. Kwisintu xa kubhujiwe kuyavaswa izila, kuvaswa izila, and you can't avoid that. So the cleansing for umuntu or who's had an abortion or a miscarriage is exactly that, cleansing the bad aura that would come with ukubhujelwa. We understand? Because there was a spirit. Remember, we say we are mind, body, and spirit. We say the body and the mind may die, but the spirit continues to exist. You understand? So now that spirit continues to exist. It's true. We understand? The mother who was given the task of actually housing and nurturing that spirit has to be cleansed because lamphefumulo busowukhona. We understand? Otherwise, this person will be always walking around with a bad aura of, I don't know how to put it, spirit of death, maybe. So that's what the cleansing is for. And for you to put it, ngati cleansing is part of the underworld. How can it be when it's meant to bring back balance into a person's life? We understand? Unless, I accept that we come from different backgrounds, we come from different families. Most families, some families don't even observe traditions and customs. We understand? After that, kuyaqhubekeka no life wethu akho nto ubitheni ukubona. But some of the families still believe ukuthi a cleansing is necessary after there's been a death in the family. You understand? So even for a person who has miscarried or who has terminated, a cleansing is necessary in that light. Because ubhujelwe. We understand? I don't understand why now that should be put in the same light as the underworld, ukuthwala. Of course, amagqirha xa esebenza umuntu kusetyenzwa emlanjeni, kusetyenziswa iinkukhu. We understand? There's a reason for that. And I think your research should have focused mainly on why. You understand? Why the chickens? Had you gone deeper, I think you would have understood. And I don't think it's my duty to actually now come and share what or how sangomas practice. You understand? Do their work. Nokuthi ihlatyelwa ntoni le nkukhu. I don't think, no, I've never done that. I don't divulge certain information as a precaution yokuthi, ezinye izinto are really sacred to us, amagqirha nezangoma. True, blessers are becoming a problem. We understand? And young girls are becoming victims, day in, day out. But to say these young girls get muti from sangomas to capture these men I think that's irresponsible. Isangoma asiwukhiphi umuthi omubi. As long as usazibiza isangoma or uzibiza igqirha, awukhiphi umuthi omubi. You understand? Umuthi to control another human being. Tina, we come, like, we practice from the point of view ukuthi we are not God. We don't have a right to manipulate. We understand? Ingqondo yomuntu. We are that's not our job. We understand? Kunabantu abayenzayo lonto leyo. You are right, it happens, but don't take it and make it into eyenziwa zizangoma okanye amagqirha, because ngoku usijongisa kakubi ngabantu. Uyayiva? I don't do that mna. And I'm not saying you said I did because you don't even know me, but I'm just saying ukuthi I think I'm speaking on behalf of a lot of other traditional healers ukuthi that part of your content is irresponsible, quite irresponsible, because ngoku uzasenza ngathi singabantu ababi. We understand? Almost as if umsebenzi wethu siyafana nje. We understand? Naba bathwalisayo. We understand? There are people who don't mind to share information with bona bayathwalisa. We understand? They are all over. Bakhona talking about all these things. Khona la tata kuthiwa ngugogo bathini. We understand? Uyatsho and uyathwalisa and uyatsho ukuthwalisa njani and all of that and what. There are people like that. That is their practice. That is what they do. But not all of us. Not all of us. Maybe find another word, to group those people that do that. Not isangoma. You understand? I heard you saying you are going to invite two people, a male and a female. You understand? To talk on. I'm really looking forward to hearing. First, who are these people that you are going to be inviting, and what is their experience? You understand? What are their credentials? We understand, to talk on behalf of, Sangomas in general. You understand? Otherwise, yes, it's true. Sikhona isibambelelo. Isibambelelo, it's when a woman will go to iqhwele or a healer. Not a healer, sorry, iqhwele or inyanga. To say, hey, kukho lo tata ndimthandileyo unemali khandiphe into. You understand? I need something to capture him. We understand? It's called isibambelelo, where a girl will put incisions on herself, like on her private parts, on her navel, and maybe that part yoval. We understand? And when they now share or exchange sweat, you understand, through the pores, because we sweat when we are being intimate. The aura from the woman, goes to the man. We understand? It's transferred to the man, and on what it does to the man, it's there to propel any other woman from that man, to cause that man to not like any other woman, but to like this one. Lo ofake isibambelelo. We understand? And this happens, when we consult, these are such things that come up. Ukuthi umyeni wakho ufakwe isibambelelo. We understand? A woman, like, there's a lot of women that don't mind going to umuntu ayofuna umuthi to capture a married man. Intando. We understand? I don't like it when you say ukuthi, and then these young girls will, are told by Sangomas to go get pregnant, so that when they are pregnant, then they abort to get the embryo, because now the embryo has the DNA of the man, we understand, and then that thing will be made into a spice to put in the man's food. I feel that is also, irresponsible. The information is not quite correct. How you share it, you should have researched more. I can never, and I know a lot of Sangomas who practice from a pure point of view. We understand a sacred point of view. To say, bring to me a life, we understand, go create a life and destroy it and then bring it to me. And then you call me a traditional healer in the same sentence. No. Kaloku, I say you. We understand. Yes, these things happen again, but not by Sangomas. Singamagqirha thina, we bring life, we bring balance. We bring back balance, spiritual balance into a person's life. We heal. We are light workers. We work with the light. We take you, we bring you back from darkness into light. We understand. And then how again now do you mix us with the underworld? Otherwise, I'm not even trying to come on to you, Jackie. And I know there's a lot of following, people following you. So I'm not even a match compared to you. I understand you've moved from 40,000 followers on Instagram to maybe more than 100,000 now. So I'm not even trying to start a fight or pick a fight, or you understand. I'm just trying to correct. I don't know, just the misconception. I think it's a misconception to put us Sangomas in the same basket as cultists, abantu abathwalisayo, and all of that. These things happen, but they are not done by Sangomas. Are you telling me ukuthi abantwana babantu who struggle with the sickness, because it's a sickness, intwaso, with the sickness of intwaso, and then uthwasela ukuthi uthwalisa abantu, uthwasela ukuthi wenzisa abantu ukungcola? No. We couldn't have gone to initiation school for that. Maybe you should visit most initiation schools. You understand? There's a lot of good being taught in initiation schools. There's a choice between good and evil. You understand? An initiation school should be more about good than evil. Of course, there are people that will, go, you understand, we can't help the bogus healers, we understand, who will call themselves Sangomas and yet practice, underworld kind of practices. We can't help that, but that does not mean it's correct to call them Sangomas. They are not Sangomas. They are bogus healers, fake healers. They will do anything, we understand, to make people pay. We understand. And to even say, there's a lot of, online Sangomas and what things have become easier. What now? What must happen? We must stop, using technology. What are you saying, kahle kahle? You understand? There's nothing wrong with most of what you said, but just I wish you could think about not bringing Sangomas into the same argument or same, I don't know what. Yeah, I think let me end it there for now. I think maybe the next video, what I should tackle is whether it is true. We understand, le ndaba yokuthwala, we understand, and talking from my own experience. because I have a few stories I can share. Um, as I'm like, I keep on saying, what she has to say is, partly correct. It's happening. You understand? Um, but I just wanted to correct the misconception, where she now involves us as Sangomas. Hayi, 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 hayi. Sudlala kanjalo, udlala kakubi kaloku ngoku. Sijongisa ngabantu fondini. Yini? Of course we use the river to cleanse people. Where must we cleanse? Water is pure. Sangomas use water for cleansing. We use chickens for cleansing. And we won't tell you why the chickens. Now, we must not be forced to say why. But we will always use chickens. You understand? You are correct to say doves are used as well. But to cleanse. You understand? To bring balance, not to create magic, evil magic. Yeah, let's stop it there for now. I'll come back with another video just about the op and what happened in theater. Yeah, stay tuned. Thank you very much. Bye.